Hey y'all, it's your girl Erika back with the final episode breakdown from season 1 of Run the World and STARZ. Let's get into this finale. If you aren't already or maybe landed on this video by happy stance and you have not gotten a chance to check out Run the World, be sure to do so. I will definitely link in the description box down below the direct link to STARZ so that you can start watching it. It is a fun, flirty, relatable, expressive, eye-opening look into the lives of 4 amazing black women living in Harlem, New York, in their 30s, attempting to thrive and stumbling a lot along the way in life and love. And it's definitely like my type of show. I believe that the episodes have gotten exponentially better while I've been watching from the very beginning, and the pilot, the first episode, wasn't bad. I definitely think that we have dived a lot deeper into more deep and real conversations. One of my favorite episodes of this season was the therapy episode, and again, it is a really great series that is definitely worth the watch. Now with that said, everything comes to a head in episode 8, so if you haven't watched the series, go back and rewatch before you come and watch this video, because there are tons of spoilers. A lot of things come into clear picture in this episode, which is bookmarked by Whitney's wedding. And honestly, the entire episode is the span of what is supposed to be her bachelorette party. And while her bachelorette party is happening, she's actually revealing to Ola that she has cheated. It's so unfortunate because at the start of the episode, we just get to see how great he is. We get to see how, not that anybody deserves to be cheated on, but you really get to see how undeserving Ola is. He comes in, he's like, what are we moving a dead body? Because he realizes that they're in Sondi's old apartment. Sondi was supposed to have moved in with Matthew. This is like weird circumstances, but he's down for whatever. He shows up, no questions asked. He's willing to do whatever Whtney needs him to do. And it sucks because she's calling him there to have a real conversation about cheating on him, and he is just completely oblivious, but still in this moment very much so in love. And while we're watching the conversation play out with Whtney and Ola, we see the girls who are now with Hope starting the bachelorette festivities, and Sondi is covering because she knows that Whtney's having a conversation with Ola, but nobody else does. And throughout this, we're able to see them address particular things that are also happening in their lives. So Renee, last episode, quit her job and is scrambling to figure out what she's going to do next. She really wants to move forward. In this episode, we see her be pushed by Hope and the girls to still reach out to her mutual friend at L'Oreal and ask can she pitch them from her new company. What new company? The company that she is going to start. Her boss walked out with her, so I think that she's definitely going to start this new company with her boss. And we get to see, honestly, the thoughts and the processing that happens for a young woman in that position. While she is okay financially, she's not 100% where she would like to be financially by way of her, soon-to-be ex-husband compromising their retirement plans by investing in that band that he invested in. But she still is taking a leap of faith anyway. She's scared and she's doing it anyway, and I thought that was just chef's kiss. Even her getting this really, really expensive hotel for this bachelorette and deciding that they're going to celebrate in this moment. This is going to be like her one last hurrah before she buckles down and figures out how to make this work. And I just thought that was so brilliant and so just spot on. I've had a few moments where I've taken big leaps and have gone through similar thought processes as what I've seen Renee do in this episode, and I thought it was really great how they showed it. It's so interesting to see how Hope was the person who was initially planning everything, but she gets pulled into their world because her plans are not necessarily up to par and are falling through. And it's interesting to see her engage with these girls because she's not part of the core girls and she's a little bit of a misfit. She's a little bit quirky, but they all still enjoy each other's company while Whtney is dealing with what she's dealing with. Sondi is using the night to get away from her makeshift family, but is still reminded and still wants to be reminded how much she really cares for them. I really love those beats because she starts at the beginning of the episode ignoring their phone calls, but then by the middle she's taking a call from Matthew's daughter, and then at the end she's taking a call from Matthew, who decides to get her an extra night at the suite to really take her time and have her alone time. And he really just wants to show her that he really cares about her. He's invested in her, and she's of importance in this relationship too, because another thing that has been tracking throughout the season is just that she has sacrificed a lot for him and his family, but what has been done to support her dreams. And then Ella finally gets out of her own dang on way. Thank God, because Ella was stressing me out this entire episode. She goes ahead and makes it official with Anderson. They have a conversation after last week's episode where she picked a ridiculous fight about some BS. and he knew it. So he already like came to the conversation knowing that he wanted to be with this girl. He's madly in love with this girl, and he knew what that was, which is so beautiful to see. Watching a black woman be seen by a black man is just one of my top 10 things to do. I do recommend 5 stars, okay? 5 stars. Now back to the main course, the prime rib of this episode. Whitney. I don't know, y'all. Like, I know that you're not supposed to go into your marriage with any lies or anything, but it seemed like to me she actually was never going to do it again. And I actually made a video about if Whitney should tell Ola the truth. If you haven't checked that out, I'll be sure to link it in the cards above and in the description box down below so that you can check it out, because I really go into depth into my reasoning. But after seeing this, I know you always supposed to be truthful, but I'm just like, I don't know if she should have told him. This might have been something that she took to the grave, because 1, it didn't even make her feel better to do so, and then 2, she's probably about to lose this man. Lord Jesus, fix it. And I know that that's not even the right answer. Like, she's supposed to be honest, I get it, but Ola is such a great guy. And one of the first things that he says to her after she reveals is why are you telling me this? And I feel like that is so loaded in that, 1, he's, straight up asking like, okay, so what do you expect me to do with this information? Like, what do you think is supposed to happen after this? But then also part of me wants to believe that he's like, I wish you wouldn't have told me. Like, why couldn't you just let me believe the lie that you were great and amazing and so supportive and our love was perfect and this and that? Like, why couldn't you let me have this? And that's a real conversation to be had. Let me know in the comment section down below if y'all think that she should have told Ola the truth. But I love the amount of time and space that they gave in this episode to them processing this. They really tracked the entire conversation, which is beautiful, all the way through them actually having sex after Whitney starts to break down emotionally completely, and Ola sees that and he's still moved by that, and then they are moved. But then at the very end, ultimately, he decides to walk out. He tells her that he needs space, he needs to think, which 100% makes sense. And at this point, we don't know if the wedding is off, but she arrives at her bachelorette party at the peninsula asking that same question, saying that she thinks that it's off. And I guess we're going to have to wait until season 2 to find out. I definitely think season 2 could be us watching her chase Ola and try to get her life back, because in this season we definitely watched her chase unknown, chase spontaneity, chase whatever she felt like she was missing by having a committed, stable relationship, and now she might wind up having to chase the stability in the committed relationship. But that is my breakdown for episode 8 of Run the World. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I have thoroughly enjoyed this series, and I've thoroughly enjoyed breaking it down and telling y'all my thoughts on it. Shout out to all of the amazing girls. Shout out to Bresha Webb, fellow Baltimore native. Hey girl, she plays Renee on Run the World, and she's recently engaged. Congratulations, Bresha. I love you so very, very, very much. I will link all of Bresha's socials in the description box down below. Go ahead and send her some love for the series, send her some love for her engagement. And if you missed any of my Run the World coverage, you can check out my Run the World playlist right here, as well as 2 other suggestions. Now that this season has ended, I got 2 things that you can watch to take the place of it. So get into it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.